Hey all, Hipper here. So today I have something completely different for you because I've finally managed to get Shelly Beapley to 16.4, which means that I can do a stealth radar Atlanta build. So we have her here, we have Mikawa on as an inspiration and Swirsky as well, so that's roughly another 10% concealment. Then I have Ingenious, very helpful here, and then we have full speed ahead. Just you can pick whatever you want here, and Velocious as well, don't have to be this. But Private Zone is a must. It gives you 8% extra concealment, and it gives you the indicator that shows you where the nearest enemy is. So you have the indicator, you have Ingenious, and you have awesome concealment, and it really makes this Atlanta build here fabulous. So I have AA guns in the first one, but you can do whatever you want. I have steering gears here, you can do the propulsion, but concealment system is a must for this build here. So look at the radar, 8.5 kilometer detection, and that's key, because for a stealth radar build you need to have the same detection as your radar range. And with Beapley we can get the detectability down to exactly 8.5 kilometers, probably a little bit less if I had Swirsky fully upgraded. So this means that as soon as I get spotted by a ship I know that ship is within my radar range, and I can just pop my radar, and with the indicator already showing me the direction, I can have all my guns on target and pulverizing them the minute they come into my my detection range. And I'm going to do it with the destroyer here in the C cap here, so you can see how it works. But it's not like anything fancy. It's just it's a build that many people run if they can, because it's quite resource hungry. You need all three commanders, 16.4 or almost 16.4. Swirsky you can like have at 16 something. I think, but Mikawa and more importantly Beapley, you need them fully upgraded for this to work. So we're heading in, following the destroyer here, and like I said, I am completely safe until I am spotted. There's no carriers in this match here, so there's not really anyone who can spot me. So that's why I don't really care about these battleships here, because unless I'm spotted, which I am now, and that's when I hit the radar and the destroyer pops up immediately there. And he is not prepared for that, and I'm not prepared for that because I have AP loaded. But it doesn't matter, so I'll just change to HE and we'll spank this Mars here pretty quickly. So I'm just trying to not get citadeled while I take care of this destroyer here. So my destroyer can have pretty much just a good time sitting there and capping. And this is a nasty situation for the Mars, because he is going to get sunk. There's no way around it. So that's what I mean by, as soon as you get spotted, you know there's a destroyer within your radar range. So simply just pop your radar, and that's all you need to do basically. Point your guns at the destroyer and sink it. So we're just going to cap here, and then we're pretty lucky that the Colorado is on reload, and he totally misses that shot there. So that means I'm just going to take a little breather in here, because there are a lot of enemies out here, and I'm not in an agile build here, so I don't really want to spend more time in the open than I absolutely have to. And the cap is taken, and the destroyer taken out, and our destroyer is saved, so everything's pretty good right now. So now I'm going to take up a more traditional Atlanta position here, where I can set some fires on the Colorado and hopefully burn him down before we can actually get out of here and try to approach the B and the A cap, because they are certainly not doing well over there. So I mean, this build here is pretty powerful, and it's a fairly well-known build, and most people use it if they have the commanders to do it. Of course, you can also like make a semi-stealth build where you get spotted earlier and you have to wait a little bit to pop your radar. But this is the ultimate build basically, and I believe you can do it on Wichita as well. I haven't tried that yet, but like you probably know, I'm not a big fan of these builds here. I don't like this passive, really defensive playstyle here. So it's not a build that I enjoy, but for Atlanta, I don't know if it's the best build, but it's certainly up there with the best builds in the game, especially if you're in a division, because as soon as you're spotted, you can just tell your division mates, yeah, I'm going to pop my radar, and the destroyer will be here and there, because you know exactly where it's going to be. And pretty much as soon as you hit your radar, everybody in the division can just fire one salvo at destroyer and it's gone. And that'll pretty much secure the victory for your division if they know what they're doing, that is. So yeah, extremely powerful build. Unfortunately, it doesn't save you from losing battles, because we are 4 minutes into the game here, and we have taken this cap here, C now, so it's time to move on towards B and A. But like, our team is just going to absolutely fall apart now, and before I even get out of this area here where I park myself to take the Colorado out, we've pretty much been pulverized, and there's just a few of us left. And I tell you, I'm just in agony here, because this Atlanta here is just so slow to move. It turns really, really slowly, and it's just I really miss my agile build on it here. So trying to take these red ships here out while I am doing my 17-point turn here to get out of this spot here. But as you can see, the blue ships just start falling as flies now, and we've done actually extremely well over on this flank here. This flank was won 3 minutes into the game, probably only 2 minutes into the game. We just had to mop up the enemies. But A and B has just fallen spectacularly, and we are now, you can see the blue ships just disappearing off the map, and we are down for the count now. So I just get that Hatsuharo there, and that means we are now 3 versus 5, which is in a minute we're going to be 2 versus 5, because this cruiser here is going to sail out broadside, and then he's going to get punished. So if you're not afraid to put yourself in the line of fire like I did in the beginning, this build will give you a great advantage in the start of the battle, because you can pretty much with guarantee take out the enemy destroyer if you happen to spawn across from one. And of course this is going to work all through the battle. I have 8.5 kilometer concealment, and as soon as I go unspotted, I can pretty much just sail around wherever I want to. And if I get spotted, it means the destroyer is within my range, and I can just take him on. But obviously there's no destroyers left in this battle here, so that's where this build here starts to lose its shine. Because I would rather have an agile build right now, where I'm facing 5 enemy ships, and I have a potato battleship that's of no use to me. So I would like more speed, I would like more rudder to be able to outplay these guys. As it is now, my whole stealth radar build here is pretty much useless. Yeah, it helped a lot in the beginning, but with no destroyers left, it's not that helpful. Of course, I still have my radar I can use to spot this guy behind the cliff, but I mean, I would still have that with an agile build. Now we're down a cap, and I don't have the luxury of just sitting back here at sea and resetting the enemies or just defending. We have to push. There is no doubt about it. Otherwise, we'll lose. We're already behind by, what is that, 400 points? That's pretty amazing. But yeah, I guess that's what happens when 2 spawns just totally disintegrate 4 minutes into the game. So we're going to push in, and then I'm just hoping that I might be able to torp some of these ships here at the cliffs, because it's going to take too long to take them out with HC from afar. Yeah, I might end up with a lot of damage in this battle here, but it's not a winning strategy in this situation here. So I'm just waiting for this München here to get a little bit closer, and then we'll switch to AP to give him a nasty surprise, because an Atlanta up close firing AP at a broadside cruiser, especially a thin-skinned one like München here. Yeah, that's not a lot of fun if you are in the receiving cruiser. So as you can see here, we're just starting to count the citadels, and we got 5 in one salvo there. So I'm in a pretty good spot now, and I just don't want them to rush me because I'm running out of health, and I need just a little bit of time to gather my thoughts. But the Budioni is taking me on, and obviously I like the torpedoes on Atlanta, and in this instance here, they're actually useful because it's very good to use them. So unfortunately I take a nasty shot there, but I do take the Budioni out. So we get 4 kills here, and 81 damage is not a lot in Atlanta. You can do a lot more than that, but I could probably have farmed them all a lot more for like 130, 140 if I decided not to push, but that would have been like a certain defeat. There's no way I could take out 5 ships with an Atlanta. Like, the DPM is simply just too slow for that, and most of them are cruisers, so it's not even battleship that you can burn easily. So I still think that pushing was the right thing to do here. You never know what could happen. Had I just survived that Budioni there, I might have been able to torp the other cruiser as well, and then leave the battleship for the red battleship out here while I went to get the B cap. So it's a bit unlucky that he just got me there with the stupid salvo, but that's the way it is. Anyway, I got to show what I wanted to show in this battle here, and that is the fact that you can have a stealth build Atlanta, and it is a very, very good build if you have some destroyers to actually use it on. So this buyer here is going to buy it in a second, and that's the end of the battle here. And I just realized when I saw this here that we actually had a battleship leaving the game with 0 XP, and then the Bayern also doing pretty bad. So yeah, a loss. But that was a stealth radar build Atlanta, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you out there.